Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back at it again with the Collecticon Day 1 Chicago video. We did amazing trades, we did a ton of deals, we had a ton of sales. We bought a BOA promo to start it right off from our boy Punga, vending right next to us. We had an amazing section. Our section did incredibly well. I hope to vend with them again one day. But let's jump right in to Collecticon Day 1. Let's do it. And this is just some of the setup. We had a ton of seals. We had like 4 showcases, a couple of binders. We had an incredible amount of inventory for this show. Alright guys, we have our first deal of the day. It's VIP hour and we're here with Minty Collects. Follow him on Instagram, follow him on whatnot. He does a ton of breaks, great guy, always buying a ton of sealed. We had some receiver problems with our DJI mic.
Oh no!
Super unfortunate that it happened for Collecticon on both days, but we're going to have voiceovers. We're going to go through the deals a little bit faster. But stay tuned because we had tons of deals. We did over $20,000 worth of sales in both days. We had a ton of trades as well, so it was a very great Collecticon. We do have our new camera as well, so you can kind of see the quality. Hopefully it's better. This deal here was a big sealed lot. We did $2,655 for a sealed lot there. We had 15 Infernate boxes. We had 7 of the Costco 151 tins, 2 Champion Path ETBs, 2 Hidden Fate ETBs, and 2 Prismatic binders. This deal took about 25 to 30 minutes, I believe. We both had to fight for our numbers. We both had to get to where we got. But at the end, we made it work. We always do deals at Collecticon, so you know we got to get it done. There was also 3 Charizard UPCs I forgot to mention, but I'm sad to see the Hidden Fates go, but we already know he's going to be breaking those on his whatnot, so check it out. See if you can get something good on there. Quick little shout out to my boy here, Brian. He's always buying sealed lots. He's always got the fire. Hit him up if you ever need anything sealed. All right, chat. We did it. 26.55. We had 15 Infernates, 7 Costco boxes, 3 Charizard UPCs, 2 Hidden Fates ETBs, 2 Champions Path ETBs, and 2 Prismatic binders. Big sealed lot. As you can see, the camera was the one picking up all the audio, so once it got busier, you can kind of hear the background noise and everything got scratched out. My mic was just not connected to the receiver at all. But this next deal here, we had 3 Terrestrial Festival Master Balls. We ended up selling an Espeon, a Leafeon, and a Flareon. We had an ask of $165, and we ended up giving a deal at $150. So that was a good sale there. And then our boy Brad G, check him out on YouTube. He came, stopped by, sold us Charizard VMAX, PSA 10 Rainbow Rare. I think we ended up paying him about $330 on that. And then we sold an SAR Flareon for $50 right there as well. And then in this next deal, we ended up working a trade for some singles. He wanted an Opio 9 one-piece booster box, so we ended up taking a raw Palkia V Altart, a Zoro Secret Rare, and an Umbreon from Celebrations. We ended up adding another 2 cards at the end so we can get them pretty close to the booster box, and we ended up even trading that. Then we ended up having a buy. We bought the Mewtwo and the Charizard from V-Star Universe, both in PSA 10s. I believe they both went for about 100 each, so we paid 75, so $150 for 2 slabs right there. And then we came to one of our bigger trades of the day. We took in a Shanks manga PSA 10 from Romance Dawn, a one-piece card, doing really well still. It's about 1,300, 1,400 in comps, so he wanted to take some Pokemon cards, so we ended up doing a trade as well for a Nami SP and PSA 10, which has skyrocketed recently. I believe the comps are like 500 to 550 in that range. So he ended up taking a couple of alt arts as well. We ended up coming to an agreement there. We got a straight trade done. We got the Shanks manga right here in English, beautiful card, and we gave up a Starmie V alt art PSA 10. There's the Nami SP in PSA 10, the Celebrage illustration rare PSA 10, and then the 2 cards that we just bought like 10 minutes prior to this, the Mewtwo and the Charizard V-Star Universe PSA 10s. We got it done. Also want to shout out, they're from Canada. Check them out if you're in Canada. Grandma's Basement, I believe it was. Super nice people. Check them out if you're in Canada. Get a deal done with them. And then a buddy of mine, Nightbrisk, came by. He wanted to do a pack battle. We did 151 poster boxes and we pack battled. And this may be the worst pack battle you've ever seen. We both had 3 packs in there and we both hit an EX. I believe I hit the Arbok EX and he hit like a worse EX. It was not good. Nobody won that battle. We also sold a ton of One Piece boxes throughout the day. Opio 9, Opio 5, Opio 2. And then we have another deal here. We have it for a Fusion Strike Pokemon Center ETB with a case. We ended up taking in a Champion's Path ETB, a Pikachu, and a Charmander illustration rare from 151. And then he offered a crazy deal. He offered to do a 0 or double on a Journey Together booster bundle. We had them listed at 45, so it was going to be a 0 or 90 coin flip. And if you guys have been here for a minute, you already know I'm about that life. We accepted that flip right away.
You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III.
Here's a little bit of the live audio from our D-Gen coin flip. Yeah, such a fail there. I said 0 or free. Facepalm.
I know I said it wrong. I was a 0 or free.
We ended up taking down that coin flip. He ended up paying 90 for the bundle. So if you see me in the future and you would like to run it back, let me know and I'll run it back for you. Here we had another deal here for a couple of Blooming Waters boxes. We sold a ton of 151. 151 is still king, whether it's sealed or singles. We sold the Costco tins, we sold bundles, but almost all of our Blooming Waters were gone on day 1. And then we ran into another collector here. They were very interested in the Dragapult EX from Prismatic, Dragapult collector. So we took in a trade with a little bit of cash. The Alakazam EX, a special illustration from 151, a Noibat IR, and then we took in the Goldengo SIR as well. And you know it's not a Collecticon unless we do a deal with our boy here, Zeroki from Llama Cards. We've done deals all Collecticons. Basically, since the inception of when I started Collecticons, they've done deals with me. Amazing squad, amazing team. He takes a big lot of slabs here and a few raws, some raws from Terrestrial Festival. We had some PSA 9s, PSA 10s, a 151 Charizard. We had a big lot of cards here. The deal ended up being for 2,000 even. We worked it out. He took 3 Journey Together booster bundles as well, so good luck to him on those. We're working multiple deals at the same time. Gentleman here also wanted to take a display case of the Opio 9 double pack boxes. So there's 8 double pack boxes in the display case. So that was pretty cool. Then he wanted the Champion's Path ETB, and he also picked out some singles. So here goes the list of the cards.
Still singles, SNRs, Stamp, Umbreon, Charizard.
No.
2 Master Balls, Umbreon, Sylveon V10, Charizard 10, Yogo, a bunch of other cheaper stuff,
Sí. No, si nos vamos a ir con la mía colección.
And then we had the homie Randy here, coming back since October Collecticon. He came through. He was the first one that ever asked me to sign a card. He came back. He wanted me to sign another card. And he ended up buying the Misty's Lapras. So funny story about this. I signed the card, popped the penny sleeve back on, and it smudged. It smudged all over. I felt so bad. So I scrapped that card. I basically threw it in the trash, gave him another Lapras, and signed that one. So appreciate you, Randy, for stopping by again.
Oh yeah, we're good. We're good.
That's how I feel about the Japanese overseas.
That's weird, so bad. Alright, man, appreciate it. Thanks so much.
One of the last deals we got to was with my boy, Hyped Cards and Collectibles. Check out their shop in Sterling Heights, Michigan. He took down 3 Pokemon Center ETB cases. We took in the Espeon SIR PSA 10. He took 2 Surging Sparks PC ETB cases, and a Twilight PC ETB case. Gave us a really good strong cash offer of $1,200 on top of the Espeon. I appreciate him so much for coming through, coming back again. Always a pleasure to work with, and a very fair person. That's going to take us down to the end of day 1, guys. A lot of smaller deals didn't end up making the clips because it was just too much to just throw in and voice over. I didn't want to bore everyone with this little overview that I had to throw together for day 1. But day 2 also has some huge deals. Big buyouts, big slabs moved. Spoiler alert, a poncho moved. And we end up taking a card that I've never owned in a PSA 10. Find out on the next episode of Collecticon Chicago, episode 2, day 2. Thank you everyone for watching and staying to the end. I really appreciate it. And I promise that after the Collecticon Chicago series, we have our new mic and everything will be back to normal. Thanks again. Peace.